One might ask what it takes to sustain a culture in the 21st century. Sometimes it starts with a single ember. Hi, my name is Pemia, and welcome to Pemia Voyages and Lifestyle. On this channel, I share travel journeys, cultural experiences, and hidden gems, mostly from Tanzania. Through slow, respectful exploration. During my time in Tanzania, I wanted to understand the Maasai people more deeply, not from the books, but from people with lived experiences. So today, I am visiting the Opopongi Maasai Cultural Village in northern Tanzania. This is a place where traditional knowledge is not performed, but is lived. Here, practices like traditional fire making and plant medicine are part of the daily life, and not just history. This journey is about learning how indigenous wisdom supports sustainable tourism, protects the environment, strengthens local culture, and empowers the Maasai community. In this part of the journey, you will see how the Maasai make fire using the traditional friction method, and how they walk the bush to teach plant medicine passed down through generations. Later in the video, you will hear original conversations with Gogoyai, who is 109 years old, learn about Maasai history and culture at the Maasai Museum. During my time in Tanzania, I wanted to understand the Maasai people more deeply, who they are, where they came from, and why their culture remains so strong today. To find these answers, I decided to spend 24 hours at the Opopongi Maasai village, which is located in West Kilimanjaro, Maasai land, about 74 kilometers from Moshi and close to Mount Meru. Everything I learned here was shared orally, directly from Maasai elders and guides. Before continuing, I want to be clear and respectful. All footage in this video was filmed with consent, and financial compensation was provided. This visit was done with transparency and mutual respect. This video is a continuation of a previous Maasai journey shared on this channel. One of the most powerful experiences here was learning how the Maasai make fire without matches. They use a fire stick and a fireboard, carefully chosen from dry wood found in the bush. By applying steady pressure and patience, friction creates heat. Grass and elephant dung are then used to help the ember grow into flame. For the Maasai, fire is not just for cooking or warmth. I tell you, it is sacred. It represents authority and protection. At night, fire burns in the boma to keep the predators like lions and hyenas away. It is also where stories are shared, laws are made, and laws are taught, and history is passed from generation to the next. Through fire, the Maasai believe that they communicate with their god Enkai, as smoke carries prayers into the sky. Fire is also used for health, boiling herbs, and cleaning milk calabashes used to store milk. After the demonstration, we went on a bushwalk through the savannah, which was surrounding the village. Here, the Maasai guides showed us how plants are used as traditional medicines. Roots are boiled to help prevent and treat illnesses such as malaria. Thin branches are also used as natural toothbrushes without toothpaste. A white liquid from certain trees is also used as both mosquito repellent and sunscreen. This knowledge comes from close observation of nature over centuries. During the walk, we were also lucky to see giraffes in the wild, with Mount Meru visible in the distance. It was a reminder that Maasai have lived in harmony with wildlife for generations, allowing cattle to graze alongside animals like zebras and wild beasts, whilst sharing space rather than competing for it. If you are enjoying this journey and are interested in cultural travel, sustainable tourism, and authentic experiences in Tanzania, please consider subscribing to the channel so that you don't miss future stories like this one. Being at Opopongi Maasai village was not just about watching from the outside, I tell you. It was about participation for me, listening and learning. Places like this show how cultural tourism, when it is done respectfully, can benefit both travelers and local communities, both economically, socially, and spiritually.
Tanzania. Say it loudly.
Maasai.
Molelia.
Molelia. Molelia. Molelia.
Oh, you can sit here. Sit there. Yeah, I can stand. You just sit over there. I can stand.
Nyumba ni ndogo kuliko idadi ya watu.
On the bed.
So now this is the house, and you see the birds are made from different grasses, and the skin of the cow is there. Then you use it instead of the mattress. And then this house has small windows because we don't use mosquito nets. That's why it is like that, to bring light also inside. And we make the fire inside purposely because of cooking and then warming the house. And this is the local cupboard over there. So this house, a family can live. Okay? Yes. When the children become more like this, they will come and eat here, but they make another hut out of this one here. Sawa? So we are going to have a taste of this tea here, made from the cows, of our cows, and then some spices also from the bush. And then instead of sugar, we use honey. So we have a taste of this tea. Tebo, Shai.
Anda supai wagen.
Epa. Anda supai. Epa. Gile.
Anda supai.
Epa.
Anda supai. Epa.
That's grandma and the daughter.
Okay.
Kagopingwangwa, where are you from?
Oh, England. Norway. Oh, I thought you said no way.
It's hot, take time.
Karibu.
Mwanangu, ndogeji nalala iti kwenye mti. No, they will get it. Drink. Have a taste. You don't drink milk?
Yeah, we just passed.
Unto arana na mandaria irara sare sinde.
You got one now?
They will give you. Just put on that. Bag and all. That. And one lie in my talk about the night. Huh? Ndogeji imeshalala hapo.
Okay.
Tukitoka hapa
Kila mtu na zake.
kasaini pale, kitabu kiko hapo.
Let me try it. Thank you.
Ora, yari wale wote kuru mtini. Ya uro imatoko. You drink.
It's nice.
Did you say you put spices also? Which spices?
From the bush, like we have the mint grasses also.
Okay.
And there is another one look like ginger. It's far to get it here to the marsh area there. She's asking, where are you from? You come in one country, all of you?
Different countries.
Norway.
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 England.
England. England.
For you, England.
Zanzibar. Dar es Salaam.
Anauliza una watoto?
Yes.
Oh.
Now.
Yara. Zagonari.
You got kids?
You have children?
Yes.
Erede yara.
A boy.
Eredara la yeni obo.
And one more.
Eredo? Ngare nyana gonari. Nera ngorobo. Ara mweya duole abala ina la inayo. Okay.
Three.
She has 9 children. The issue is, if you count in Maasai Road, this is 1.
Okay.
This is 2. This is 3. 4. 5. 6.
7,
isiet
8,
now
9,
tomo
10. So she have these children, 9 children,
narabuko ada
and the grandchildren 10.
ara sena mungara ada
She has children. This is 10, this is 3, so 13 children.
nada ko ada
She says the grandchildren, I cannot count them.
amara ku
She says there are so many.
amai kinasa ndai bo ni kidasi
She said, be blessed to be here because there were so many destinations to go, but also you chose to come here. She said, be blessed here.
ndai pogin
All together.
no da kinasa ndai
Unaweza piga tu picha ina Any question to her?
maybe for the grandmother what changes she's seen in her life
Ilaga? Ama anyi dara na belegene riadwa na anari ne para ne ana maisha ne gidi kana gisho ne gidi.
amapa kadi yelo no idoi
She says so many things changed because before we don't even travel by using the cars or motorbike. We use the donkeys.
nenge daga bagwe yango bogini
Oh, and then she said also the food is poison nowadays because everything we get from animals like
akara
fresh.
maberi altungani da dolo
And that is why we have a lot of diseases nowadays because people are lazy, they don't walk, they only depend on car, they only depend on motorbike. So say this is not good because it's not good for the health. Yeah.
ai mora na gadu mendu ya soko kara ne ya soko na la gwe mara na ba
She said even nowadays they were walking kilometers and kilometers to get their needs, but nowadays everything is clear, so people will not walk, so they are lazy to make exercise, and that is why have a lot of disease because we are taking and say now so many disease because people are taking polluted food, so you are killing your body immunity, so that's why the body is not strong enough against diseases.
amma ba ne ka don la shin kuma yi gwe shi
And nowadays he says another thing is good, like you can now find the white and the black together, because before in Maasai land when you see you run away, you think that
ya na yo ne ra ka na ba
nowadays you see we come together and then we see, then we come to realize that we are only one but the colors are different.
ne dei belle ga na na ro gum bogin
Yeah. And she said also another thing is less transportation because of less of now we have enough information. Before, if you want, let's say I want to come to you, I can just arrange and then come. I'm not sure if you are there or not, but nowadays just you can call. But other thing is many Maasai, they don't use smartphone, just the small phone. But the many Maasai, they know to call and to receive and to call SMS. No. And also the other thing is the bigger ones, the smartphone, it make also the knowledge to be easier, because if during the dry season you can, if you move and you go somewhere, you can just take a photo and then you send to your friend that come this way, they are across this way, yeah, come, yeah, yeah. Any other question?
I've got another one. What advice would she give to young
Oh
women?
yeah, can you take one over the Garagana grapple? You may you didn't have a mess. There are all the best. May generally mondo in the Amawara and Menankanit, Milimu, and a bonana. Only Murai,
Amarara, karang na beri yang karai na dangkani.
she said the thing is now they even respect going less and less, which is not good, so she can advise the the .com generation that we have respect. We need to respect people. So nowadays, she said that when you send someone, will tell you, oh, is there a motorbike or anything I can? But before you just send and you go with your own food. So nowadays also, mainly she's talking about respect that wild.
Yeah.
And the people to avoid to eat more chemicated things because the food is polluted. Everything people grow is chemicals, and so we are killing the body immunity. She advises people to go back to nature. Yeah. She said, yeah. So she said, this is what I can advise.
Thank you. Asante. Thank you so much.
Ashe, not say Ashe.
Ashe.
Yeah, that is thank you. She said, I love you. I wish you all flying colors wherever you go. Yeah.
Ashe.
Anyanga neno zingi. So she said she wish you to stay the longer like the way she stayed. Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
With luck.
Yeah. Another question? If there is no question, I wish you all the best. I wish you flying colors. That is the end of my. That is the end of our tour. Now we are going out. There is a book you are going to sign out over there. Then from there we say welcome again. We don't say bye in Maasai. No idea where we can get them. So we walked. When it reached the year 1548, that is the time the Maasai said to see something bright, very, very far, very far. Then they say that where we are going now, there is a hope. Let's walk toward that thing which is bright there, and then to see what was that. And anything bright in Maasai, we call it Nile. And that is the time we walked, and then you come to find that it was water, and that is the name given to River Nile. And let's tell me the meaning of the word Nile in English. It comes from the Maasai language, means called Nile, means bright. So that is when you came here. Then you come to find that that is the name given to River Nile. When you reach here along River Nile, the land was very good. The land was very palatable for our animals, which is cows, goat, and sheep. But we did not manage to stay there because whenever we go for water, there is a problem with crocodile. The crocodile attacking people. The crocodile attacking the animal. We say, oh la la, this is not a nice place. Let's cross it again. So we crossed there. We come to the place called Isidan. Nowadays you call it Sudan. Isidan means good. So the place was good, but the climatic condition is still not good for our animal. Let's move again. So we moved here, coming down somewhere here. We come to find the place called Nairobi, which is the name given to the capital city of Kenya, Nairobi. Nairobi means cold. So because it was cold, and we said that again, it's not good. Let's continue. We come down here at the southern, from the year 1550. That is the time we come to the southern of Kenya, in the place called Orkejodo, Loitoktok, and Posel, like that. So now, and that is the time we find that, wow, it's good. So some people started to remain there. So now, when the families become more and more, and the southern of Kenya, the land is exhausted, overpopulated. That is the time we say, again, we have to move. So some of us, we moved coming down to the north of Tanzania, until we come to find that Isiringet is good. Nowadays, you call it Serengeti. But supposed to be pronounced Isiringet, means endless plain. That is the meaning of that in the Maasai language. Again, family become more. Let's walk down more. We come to the place called Ingorongoro, which is Ngorongoro. Ingorongoro means round. There is a nice place you go there, down. The guys will tell you we have to stop here to get the view of the rim of the crater. How is it formed? When you look at the formation of the rim of the crater, is formed round. And anything round, we call it Ngorongoro, like a cowbell. So that's why the place is given that name, due to the formation of the rim of the crater. How is it formed? It's formed round. And then from there we come to the place called Arus. That is Arusha. Arus means gray, like my hair here. So now, the Mount Meru at the beginning of it have a lot of igneous rocks. So this rock trap grey fungus at the beginning of the rain. When you look at the mount, it look like it is grey. So they must say Ordonyo Arus, the grey mountain, and then people say this is Arusha. Then finish like that. We started to live in these places here. That is the time we started to have permanent villages like this one here. So Angang or Boma is a permanent village like this one here. The huts, we call them Engajiji, in singular Engaji. Some people used to call this hut Boma. Those are not Boma. This is the common mistake people are using, but grammatically it's not right. Okay? Engang or Boma is everything. Fences and huts make a place to be called Engang or Boma. When you go in Maasai, maybe you need 2 huts to sleep, and then you tell the Maasai, we need 2 bomas to sleep. He will tell you crazy. I don't have this. Because what you mean? You need to complete things like this one here. This is what we mean. So, Engaji is a hut. Engajiji, a hut. So now, when we come to live here from the year 1550, remember, when we are walking along River Nile, the best food for us as Maasai was meat, blood, and milk from cows, goat, and sheep. So when we come to south of Kenya, north of Tanzania, we did calculation and find that we are losing a lot of animals for food. And the other Maasai, they don't have many animals. If you continue to eat them, then we will finish and there will be no food. That is the time we decided to learn agriculture from Chaga at the 18th century. At the beginning, when you bring vegetable for me, I'll tell you, thank. They are very nice, but I'm not a cow to eat all these grasses. Have them to my cows. So now, when it comes to realize that people can eat and survive, so this is the main factor for us to learn agriculture, to save that situation of losing many animals for food, to get the time to breed them. That's why we decided to learn agriculture from the 18th century. And we learn from Chaga. Chaga are those people who are living at the slope of Kilimanjaro. They are very good in the agriculture. We learn from them. Okay? So now, well and good. So at the 19th century, we had the problem, and these are diseases problem. We are walking in the bush like this. We walked. Okay? We walked. There was no doctor, no hospitals, nothing. So no hospitals, so no veterinary officers, no doctors to treat people, to treat the animal. We have to die because of what? Malaria, cholera, epidemic, smallpox, yellow fever, and etc. So many diseases. And when you saw that we are dying and dying and dying, then you say again we are going to be finished. Guys, let's find a way. Let's go to nature. Let's talk to Mother Nature. And when you are talking to Mother Nature, I mean expecting negative and positive for the first time. So the idea was baptized as try and error. That when you take this medicine, there is a possibility for you to go. When you take this medicine, there is a possibility for you to survive. So that is why when you look at some of the Maasai, how people have tattoo like circles here, I'm sure you saw them. I have here and here. And I don't have them. Maybe I'm fake. No. The issue is we use that. The issue is when you get trachoma, the eyes, the face is swelling. So we take a binding wire, we roll it in a circle, we fix a wooden handle, we put in the fat burning here and here to decrease the swelling. I don't have, because we go also to the modern doctor, we get vaccination, so it is not a must to have nowadays. So I'm not fake. So now, yeah, we go over there, and then we get that. But nowadays people use as decoration, but they are not meant for decoration before. Again, if you are the random people run to the bush, find a certain tree, they say, oh, this tree looks very nice. Why don't you try the leaves? Why don't you try the bark? Why don't you try the root? Either by chewing or boiling or grinding and soaking water. And then when they try one of those ways and then you are gone, then you say, this is not right. Let's go to the other tip. You go again, this is not right. Let's go to the final one. Boiling, this, you go again, then you say automatically this is toxic. And then we try. If one of the ways is gonna work, then you say, wow, thank you God, this is the medicine. This is the way we go with it. So simple as that. So like that. And the medicine, we are going to find that these are not the right one. How can we keep information generation to generation to show that this is toxic and we are not able to write that this tree is toxic, guys, don't touch it. So the issue is the one we are trying, and then you find that totally this is toxic. We prune some branches from weight a bit. I'm sure you know it. We fence around. So as a young boy or anyone who is young, before you go to the bush yourself, you are given this information from old people or from people who know about the nature that our son, our daughter, whenever you go in the bush, if you find anything is fenced, don't touch it because that is punishment. That's the only way. The good one I'm going to show you. If you are sick, you come to me, I treat you, then I get something. This is what is going on. Okay? To to make sure that you make a use of what you discover. So in that time, which is the 19th century, this is happening up to now. I am talking here. Some of the Maasai, the animals are dead, and the remaining is no animals. And the Maasai, I mean cows, goat and sheep. And the Maasai land, we believe that no cows, no lives. This situation forces us to go to town to look for some jobs to do. When we went there, we don't have education to do official jobs. I the other people used to do it. The people work as watchmen, security, during the night or during the day. So you work there, you keep your money. If it is now to buy a cow or a goat or a sheep, you go to the market, you buy, and then you bring them back at home, so that you can start having the animals again. Any question up to there? According to what I have explained. Any question? No. The cat is around the corner. So now, 1914. The test.
Oh,
Can she hear it?
I say for the not the meow. She was looking for the meow. What's the meow? Okay.
cows and cats.
You just found
We
the
go.
text.
CAT is around the corner.
Okay.
So now, from the year 1914 up to 1930, we have British colony in Maasai land. They are very close. We are very close to Kenya. We are being ruled by the British. The British want what they come up want these places, either to come up with tourism or game control areas of the national park. This is their main, because you saw the wild animals you are polite, they are fitting together with our animals, because we do not hunt them. We believe that from cows, goat, and sheep, this is the holy animals. Our God, who is called Ngai, show us for food. So we feel like it's unfair when we kill other animals while we have our animals at home. So we only have defense technique. So now they are very plenty in these areas here. So the guys want the land. Then the Maasai say, no, no land for you. And the British told them, if there is no land for us, we did not come here to fight. If there is no land, simple and clear. You are not going to get transport. They had trains, no cars. No land, no transport. Let the Maasai say, better we lose transport, we save the land. But when the days are going, when the days are coming, when the Maasai began sick, the British brought the doctor to treat them, okay? They brought the doctor to do what? To treat them. Then later the Maasai say, we cut somewhere here, and then we come up with something called the Maasai Mara. Not the boundary of Kenya and Tanzania. You find the Maasai Mara boundary there, but the sign of the boundary of Kenya and Tanzania is somewhere inside there. Maasai Mara. Then when the British means Maasai boundary, this is what we mean. But when the British are given the land, then they told the Maasai, okay guys, we are friends, we can share transport, no problem, we have no problem. But still, we have other Maasai, they are allowed to travel by the train, and no road to go to their villages. That's the time we decided to domesticate donkeys. You know donkeys? A very good Maasai jeep. Don't eat them. The donkeys come from the species of the wild animals who are called wild ass. Do you know wild ass? Do you have reception? Who have internet? Just go, check your phone, go to Google, your friend Google. So write wild ass. Just be patient. Maybe something will come.
Oh, the African wild ass.
I want the pictures. I want also the image. Okay.
Human's got it. Yeah.
Human's got it. His first teacher.
This is where the speech of the animal, the donkeys come from wild ass. Exactly, they look like donkeys, but it does not donkeys. Wild ass. The donkeys are the more polite species. Then we took them from there, and then we keep them as live land cruisers. Okay? Yeah. Those are the animals we use them for transportation. We don't eat them, only for transport.
Can you not use cows to carry anything?
Cows are holy animals. We believe that God show us for food. We do not want to use them for transport.
But wild ass is unholy.
That is why we don't eat them, because the donkey is from the book. And we believe that God show us this for transport, not for eating. When they die, we don't eat them. We don't use any product from the donkeys. We leave them for the beasts of the bush to eat them. We do not eat them. Only for transportation. The Maasai face is very strong. That's just house, what I'm saying. Finish. I have meat, I have milk, I have blood. Why am I killing these other creatures? No way. Like that. So now that is the means of transport we have come up with. At the beginning of the second millennium, 2000, let's talk about the majority. That is the time many Maasai parents decided to take the children to school to learn Swahili. Generally, all inhabitants who are living in Tanzania, Tanzania island or mainland, we are living around 120 tribes. So we have 120 languages, totally different. We don't understand each other. If they speak their mother tongue and then they speak Maasai, we cannot communicate. Anyway, we cannot communicate. So Swahili was introduced, which is the mix of Arabic and Bantu's word and some of the German word. Do you speak German?
Ein bisschen.
Ambition.
Yeah.
So you find something, how do we call school in Dutch?
Schule.
Schule. And in Swahili?
Schule.
So we have some, because of the missionaries, you know, the older then they come up through missionarism. So that is why we have some few words of German in Swahili. We did not realize that. So we learned this at school so that we can be able to communicate. So now that is why when you see all schools have in Tanzania, we have school uniform so that when you go there, no rich, no poor, we are learning one language, we are wearing the same clothes, so we feel like we are brothers and sisters. We believe that we are neighbors, we come from one father but different stomachs, but still we are the same. As people say that the birds of the same feather flock together, what makes us to flock together is Swahili. Whenever two people from two different tribes meet together, we leave our mother tongue aside, then we use their national mother tongue, which is Swahili. Then after knowing the importance of education, people started learning English, not all people who are speaking English here. Then after studying the importance of tourism, we have people who are learning extra languages. So people speaking Polish, we have people speaking Italian, we have people speaking Spain, like that, to make communication to become easy. Okay? This is what we are looking for. Alles klar?
Yeah.
Super. So now we continue like that. So now we are learning also in Kenya, in Tanzania, you are level based as a good researcher. You cannot get the right number of Maasai who are living in Kenya or in Tanzania. Some of them are living in the bush, they are not counting. And for us, we believe that the government of Tanzania and Kenya have boundaries, but for us Maasai, we have no boundaries. We believe that whenever there are Maasai, that is our home. I don't need rules and restrictions to go home. That is why it is difficult to control them to the border of Kenya and Tanzania, okay? Because you cannot control me, I'm going home. So that's why it's difficult to count the Maasai. So now, goes like that. So the language we speak the so-called Ma language. That is our language. So when we are walking along River Nile, we are called Sai. Sai is a tribe. And then when we started the south of Kenya, north of Tanzania, Ma language is well spoken. Then people took Ma plus Sai when you come up with the name Maasai. So this is the right way of writing our name, not Maasai, Maasai. Ma for the language, Sai for the tribe. So the tribe which speak Ma language. The house you are going to talk when you go to grandma's house, but women are the one who are doing this job of making the houses in Maasai because they are the one who are at home most of the time. Okay? Yes. And the men move. They decided from the bottom of their hearts that we are at home, we make houses for you. Okay? Yes. They are not forced. No one forced them. You read the visibility of the work, then they decided to take that responsibility. Clothing, we are going to talk when we are going down with the knees and here. Age set in a parenthesis, in bracket is written men. Why are men given power there? In Maasai land, men are always right, never make a mistake.
Yeah.
Because we are men. Okay? That is why you see every man have this, you know, women. Then when you finish, quiet. And women are always wrong. Men will not listen. Whenever a poor lady says, men crush it as wrong because women say it, not men. But when we come to go to school, we come to say, this is not fair, it is unfair, so they included here. Now you are happy. They included there. So we sit together, we discuss together. But for sure, that was how it was. So 0 to 8 are very young children. They have nothing to do. They still be taken care by their parents. Let's go to the group of 8 to 18. We have uncircumcised boys. Lioni, they help their parents to bless their cow. Don't be nervous. They will not come to you. They are looking for the blessing to stay. So now, and the insects are very nice. They see someone is in, they know, hey, here is the place we go to disturb. But if you freeze, they will not come. So now, 8 to 18, you have uncircumcised boys. We call them lion. They help their parents to raise their cow. The young girls in Doye, they stay together with their mom, learning their responsibility so that when they go, they know the hygienic part what they're supposed to do. Many Maasai women, they don't have long hairs. Sure, they are not forced. But they decided themselves. Sometimes we can walk like that, we walk in the bush to the point that to get water is a problem, and they are the one who are dealing with it. Then they say it's good when you cut like that. But if you are in the place there is water, you can keep your hair as long as you want. So you are not forced. So the situation is forcing the go inside. So now, but the law of the government says that when the child is 7 or 8 years, he or she should start primary school. Imagine they are born in the bush, no birth certificate. So how do you know that this girl or this boy is 7 or 8 years, so it's the right time to go to school? How? Don't tell me to measure the weight. No. Easy. If you want to test if the child is ready to go to school or not, you'll be told stand like this straight away, like they did here. Then you do like this. When you are able to touch your ear like that, go to school. That is the school test. Because when you are 0 to 6 years, the head is big and the arm is not long enough, so you cannot stay at home. Simple as that. So we have warriors. Why do we call these guys warriors? We call them warriors because we use them for defense. Other books are written that if you want to become a strong warrior in Maasai, you need to kill the lion. Have you come across that? That you need to kill the lion in order to become strong warriors. Yeah. Very, very wrong. Imagine if 100 people want to become warriors, how did they get 100 lions to kill? The elders want the son of the chief to continue. You, as the eldest son of the chief, you choose one of your younger brothers to be given the stick from your father, because you cannot have two sticks in a while. Then, the shield, if you want to stand up, stand up. So, the shield made from the skin of the cow and something, we use them to scare dangerous animals. That is why you have something like teeth. And then the big neck jewelry for women, for dance, for decoration, not for anything else. This is how men are dressing in Maasai land. And then this is the belt, but this is the wedding belt. When you go for wedding, normally you take the engagement ring and then the wedding ring. For us, we don't take it. Just take this one, the woman will then finish. Before these clothes, we are using the skin of the sheep as a cloth. And then this is a circumcision tool with the knife for cutting. The calabash is fresh camel for disinfectant to close the blood. Then after circumcision, you become dead in a competent warrior. Then from there, we have this. Then you have this one here. This is from wood, and this is from the bone of the cow. After eating meat from here or from, you take either this stick, you can fix here or here. And then from there, you use this as a mixer. From the cow, not from any other animal. And then before we are using this one for drinking, then you come up using this wood cup for drinking, and now you know it in China. So the wooden ladder to divide liquid thing to different people. Then from there also, this is from Comifora or Comifora africana. Do you remember the tree?
Yes.
Huh? Good one. So, and the cream one, eh?
Yes.
So this is the wood. Do you remember wait a bit?
Yes.
This is the one. Do you remember elephant? Do you know elephant?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is their dunks. Then you use for fire making. So this one here, elephant have bad digestion system. Among 200 of 300 kilos of food they take a day, only 56% is used as a food, and the remaining percentage, which is 44, is given out as a waste. We use this for fire making. It aerates the light. It is the food for dung beetle. You know the dung beetle?
Yeah.
They can roll and eat it. So because they are eating a lot of this, so if you have headache, you can also burn this. And when the children at the beginning, we steam by using the fresh elephant dung to protect them against diseases. Can use this, okay? When it is fresh. Good. Wait for the warrior to tembe. Eleweka tu. So we use the belt to carry the knives, and then before we are walking barefooted with no shoes, we come to realize that there is a lot of thorns on the ground. We come up using the skin of the cow as a shoe, but when it becomes wet, still the thorn can pass through it. So we come up using Michelin. Come up use the car tire or motorcycle tire as a shoe, because this rubber is very tough, not easy to be pinched by the thorns. Small calabashes we used to store liquid things, and they use for milking. And this is the cleaner we used to clean the calabash. And then this is members of Tragelaphene. They have spiral horn, the horn from that animal, lesser kudu or greater kudus. When you have a problem in Maasai land, if you want to beg for help, you blow this one. When you hear as a warrior, you take this stick for and the knife and the spear, and then ready to run for defense. And make sure when you blow this, you really have a problem. Don't just blow boom. When the warriors come here, sorry guys, there is no room for sorry. They smell a rat to you. They smell a rat to you. But you need to really be sure. But I'm going to blow. When they come here, you know where your cars is, I know also where to run. Okay, so this is how we bake help. Hope that nobody is coming. So this is how we bake for help. And then a suffocating rope, bow and arrow. This is the one we used to get blood from the cow. You see here? Here is sharp.
So the bow and arrow, are you using it?
Yeah, bow
even
and
today?
arrow. Yeah, hata sasa hivi ukitaka tu. Kuna ng'ombe hapa na afya. Chafu. So that is how we use this is sharp. So, and if you want to see if it is not going to damage the cow or not, you need to measure from here. If it come like this, you know this is not good. But if it come like that, this is nice. Then we take the cow, we suffocate to see the vein blood just slowly passing through the neck over there. Take bow and arrow, then shoot where there is a vein, the blood can come out. Either you can drink direct from the cow, or you can fetch by using the calabash. When you finish, then we release the suffocating rope slowly out of the cow, and then you take fresh cow down, you hold there 2 or 3 minutes, the blood will stop and the cow will continue with its life. So you can have blood from the cow without killing the cow.
From the fire that brings people together to the wisdom of elders like Gogoyai and the stories preserved at the Maasai Museum, every moment at Opopongi carried meaning. This experience taught me that sustainable travel is not about how far we go, but how far we listen. If this journey moved you, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video.